All right, there we are, back in Vanilla World of Warcraft. I was playing some Bless Online, and unfortunately, the servers are so unstable, and I can't really get into the game. Most people, when you try to log in, a lot of people, a large amount of people, get the splash screen. You just can't get past that. You have to keep closing down the client, restarting it over and over again, and it seems to happen a lot, obviously, when the servers are busy. So it seems to be some sort of a login server issue that's not handling, I don't know, the redirect. It's not giving you any kind of a queue or a wait time. It's extremely annoying, actually. So, so we're going to go to a game that we know actually works. And grab ourselves a Rabid Thistlebear. I did move in with my girlfriend. I've upgraded my internet. And I'm getting pinging 118, so it seems like my internet speed here is working better than at my last place, which is nice. Thought we'd do a little bit of Fury Warrior. Somebody Zulson's offline, but yeah, Bless was a real disappointment for me. But I'm not done with it yet. I'll play some more tonight when I can, hopefully when the servers calm down, and I'll try to get in there and see what I can see. But the combat leaves a lot to be desired. Let me turn down the music. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, so the problem with the combat, there's several issues. There's no auto attack. So let's say, let me turn this quest in, and then I'll explain. And you feel how smooth WoW is. Like when I'm walking around, everything feels very smooth. I don't see any, I know it's an old game, but I think one of the reasons that World of Warcraft worked and does work so well is the kind of cartoony art style. You don't have super high-res graphics that are being loaded. They're just killing video cards. Obviously with the latest version of World of Warcraft, those textures and things have been improved so much that they do start to suck up. This is again the Unholy Scourge on the bell. That's my buddy Zulson. Anyways, so the graphics started to get better and better with World of Warcraft, all the way up to Legion and whatever stupid expansions. I'm sorry, did I say stupid? Whatever expansion they're on now. And so it was sucking out more RAM, but it still runs fairly well. I know my computer was having some frame sharing issues with the latest version when I tried just to see what the new combat animations look like, and how big is the threat. Oh, how can my quest log be full? Didn't I just turn in a quest? Interesting. Yeah, let's take a look. But anyways, so with Blade and Soul, oh my god, who am I? Where am I? We definitely need to get rid of this quest. That's strange. It almost seems like I'm lagging. Strange. But the problem with the combat is there's no auto attack. There doesn't seem to be any iframing since they reworked the combat. Now I could be wrong on that, but I mean I'm level I think 14, and I as of yet have not uncovered any guardian ability that allows me to do any kind of an evasive roll or dodge or any kind of an iframe ability. Bless uses combination attacks, so let me see if I can kind of explain this for you. So basically you have a combo starter, which is like one of 3 main skills. Typically you start off the game, it's one of 2 main skills, and if I were to go up to this deer and like, I like to use A and D for my main attack keys, so A would be my combo starter. So I would hit A, right? I would hit A, my character would start to attack, and then to the right of my character here, imagine the deer is where right where this dead deer's body is where these buttons, these little icons would appear that was saying, hey, you can continue your combo by clicking these other additional skills. So I set up some keybinds like A, Shift A, and D, Shift D, F, Shift F. But the bad part about it is you'll hit A, and there is a little bit of a delay before these abilities appear, and so it's like you're waiting to use them, which is really annoying. And then when you finally hit them, there's no guarantee that your second ability in the chain. So let's say I'm doing A, and then I'm going into Shift plus A as my combo ability number 2, and then I go into Shift plus A again, because at least in the current combinations that I have, that's what I would do. And then, believe it or not, I think I even go into it on some of them a fourth time. So it'd be A to Shift plus A to Shift plus A to Shift plus A. Well, if any of these miss, it breaks the combo. And the worst part is there's no auto attacks. So imagine you hit A, you hit the enemy, the monster or whatever. You hit Shift A, then you whiff. You're like, whiff? And then you're just standing there like I am now. You're standing. So you swung, you missed, and then you just stand there while the mob's bounding on you because there's no auto attack. So you can't hit the next skill in the chain because it's broken. Early in your leveling experience, then you have to go to a different ability. So for me, and I remember there's multiple stances. I think they call them something else. And my middle mouse click is what switches mine stances. So I was using stance 2. So I'm doing A, Shift A, Shift A, Shift A, and it knocks my mob up into there, then it knocks him down to the ground, then it does a finishing strike. So let's say I hit him, and then I whiff. Then I've got to go D to start my secondary combo. There seems to be like a couple combo rotations for each stance in the beginning when you're like level, let's say level 10. So then I have to hit D, go into that Shift A, then Shift A combo, and hopefully none of those miss. If some of those miss, and there's a small cooldown on my initial A and D skills. So let's say I do A, Shift A misses. I do D, Shift A misses. Both of my combo starters are on cooldown. I have no auto attack. Now I've got to switch stances and do A on my previous stance. Now that obviously switching stances and clicking those skill takes time. So there's a long downtime there where I'm just standing there getting beat in the face. Mom's like kicking me in the teeth, and I'm trying to pick my teeth up off the ground because apparently I'm too stupid to actually just swing my sword. So it's really annoying. And that was one of the things I really just didn't like. The other thing is some of the animations take a long time. So let's say I do A, Shift A, then Shift A again. That third Shift A may be like 0.75, like 3/4 of a second, 0.75 seconds. And so let's say I'm going against a monster who does a telegraphed attack, because Bless uses telegraphed attacks where you see like an arrow on the ground in front of me that's like showing me like, hey, this mob's going to throw something shit in front of him, like a big arrow, and if you're standing there, you're going to get hit. Well, if you're in the middle of your animation, your combat animation, there's no, as far as I can tell, I haven't seen any kind of an animation canceling ability, so no way to break out of that ability. So if I start doing my third combo attack, Shift A, my third skill in the chain, and then he immediately does one of his very quick, like maybe a 0.25 telegraph, then I'm screwed. Because I'm at 0.75, his telegraph's 2.25. By the time his 0.25 is over, I'm still working on my animation. So I'm stuck, and I'm going to get hit. And I don't have any iframe, I have no animation canceling ability. So those are some of the initial things about the combat that I really, really, really don't like. Now, I don't know, this is early, obviously. It's the first time I ever played the game, so it's early on. So we don't know. I don't know if there are other telegraphs. I know that in other versions of Bless there have been iframe abilities, but they reworked the combat for the American version. So for this version, the West version, I guess. So really, I really don't know at this point if there is those abilities that are I'm just not high enough level. So we'll find out. I'm gonna try to play tonight, but I have not been able to get on the servers very much. I get stuck at the loading screen. The servers have gone down. When I've been in, they've been really, really laggy and slow. So it's been a frustrating experience. I just paid $40 for the Founders Pack. And I will say, if the game doesn't get a lot better over the next couple months, I'll play it like a month. If it doesn't improve over the next month, then I may just call it a day and say, move on to something else. Let's see if we can take out a couple of these guys. And I'm seeing some weird jumping, lagging. I think the thing is, I hooked up this new wireless adapter, which lets me connect to the 5G router, the 5G wireless, but it's unstable. It's like much faster. My speed's much faster, but it seems unstable. So what I may try to do is drop down to the non-5G connection and see if it stabilizes. For World of Warcraft, I don't need to be at well, actually my latency is 147. So I just can't wait till I get to my own place. Me and my girlfriend are just here for a temporary amount of time, then we're going to move to our own place in about 5 months. I'll be very happy about that. Ooh, this guy's level 17. Or no, he's level 12. Damn, how come I'm taking so much damage then? Let's pop this crappy low-level potion if I can. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of lag right now. That's not good. So let's, yeah, I even see there's major loot lag, so I am going to disconnect from the 5G. Disconnect. Let's see. Let's see if that improves. No, I'm still getting lag. I may want to do a computer restart because I actually just hooked up this, I just hooked up this Wi-Fi adapter without doing a restart. Yeah, this is crazy. Alright, I guess I will have to come back. I'm going to pause the video. Okay. We are logging back in. Alright, and our latency, still waiting for it to update. Let's take a look. Grab a Thistlebear. Feels pretty good. Latency still hasn't updated. Let's test, blah blah. Okay, looks okay. Yeah, so, you know, faster speed isn't always better. The 5G seems to give me a much faster speed, but it's very sporadic and unstable. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Might have to stick with just the 2.4G. Wish I could you know, hardwire connection to the router, but unfortunately, I'm only at this my girlfriend's place temporarily, and the router's downstairs, and I don't want to have to run a cable that far. So, let me look at the. So we're looking at 125. So the MS is still pretty good. The other thing that's so it really annoys me that that I don't have auto attack in Bless. I'm so used to, like, on this character here, if I hit my mouse button 4, which is the bottom left thumb button, my character, that's my skill that's keybind to the top right corner here on my right top action bar. And it just tells me to start attacking, and it feels so unnatural to go into combat and not be able to start combat. Like, I can't just go, like, right-click on a mob and walk up to him and start swinging my weapon. And I know I'm harping on this, but it really is an uncomfortable feeling for me. So I've played a lot of MMOs, and to not have such a basic functionality feels kind of awkward. So I heard the game sucks. Yeah, in the Lazy Peon's video, oh my god, did he really tear Bless apart. If you guys haven't watched Lazy Peon's video of Bless Online, he really kind of lays into it and says it's an awful game and that nobody should buy it. They'll just be wasting their money. And, I can't really disagree with a lot of what he's saying, but a lot of what he's saying, he's complaining about stuff that has to do with, server connections and latency, and those issues obviously will get better as the servers stabilize, but the game's been around for a long time, so that's something that, quite honestly, shouldn't really be that bad. I mean, this game's been out for like 3 years at least. They've already had it in 3 other regions, so they know, they should be well aware of what the game can do. So to me, it's just a cash grab. I think Bless Online, what they're doing right now is just a cash grab. They're just trying to make money. And they gotta give them credit. I mean, there's so many MMOs right now. There's such a lack of MMOs that have been coming out that so many people are dying to play a new MMO that they all flock to Bless like it was the next, not necessarily the next big thing, but it was something exciting. It was something new. And unfortunately, I think it's going to let a lot of people down. But, I could be wrong. It's still early. I mean, here I am playing World of Warcraft, Vanilla, which is still one of the best games ever. Let me hamstring this guy. Yep, you're hamstringed. Oh, well, he's dead. Let me slow down the mouse rotation. It's a little bit too fast. Let's knock that way down. That feels a little better. As you guys know, I can get pretty hyper. Okay, let's get this up. Let's turn on our buff watch. Alright. I'm just going to start kicking some butt here. Of course, these guys are only level 12, so I better be kicking their butt. I waited too long to go to the Night Elf area. Usually, I like to get to around level 15. I come with the Night Elf area, do all the quests in the Night Elf area, most of the kind of the quests in Aberdeen Darkshore, and that usually gets me up to about 19. And then I jump back over to the to Westfall area and finish out some of those quests in Lakeshire to get me up to around like to maybe 20 or 21, and then they'll run Dead Mines a couple times, not a lot, just enough to knock out the quests. That's kind of like the run I like to do. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's do some fun. Let's take some screenshots and put it in Discord. And be like, woohoo, Vanilla Warcraft. Sometimes I think the streamers, they get a little bit irritated. They're like, oh, bless Guild Wars. And here I am in Vanilla WoW. I'm just like, hey, look at me, baby. Yeah, let me guess if I can get a good screenshot of this. Swing that axe. Taking this guy down to size. We're going to go into my Discord channel here. We're going to go into World of Warcraft. And say, oh yeah. Okay, post that. Okay, let's get our buff up. Still trying to get to level 20. Then we can get dual wield, which will make this a lot more fun. Right now I'm just kind of running around killing mobs. I haven't played Vanilla WoW in a little while. I'm sorry if you guys... I know there's a lot of people out here who really like the Vanilla WoW stuff, and I do too. I love Vanilla WoW. But after playing so much, I need a little break. But I would like to get this character back up. Let's take a look at the server pop. Ooh, wow, only 18. You know what? I bet a lot of those people are playing Bless Online, or trying to play Bless Online. I'm pretty confident we'll recover some of those people. But maybe not. Maybe this server's, Bless definitely is going to take a chunk of players out of here. Ouch, bitch. Shield slam. Boom. Happened so fast you can hardly see my shield slam. I do love the graphics though. The glow effects. The game from 2004, and it still to me looks pretty cool. It's got a good ambiance. It's got a good feel to it. And the High Lady Opal needs to progress. I need to get more powerful. Sorry, congested. Let's see if we can turn these questions. Actually, it'll get us to level 19. Level 19. He wants me to fill up the vial, I think, and let's see. Where's our little vial of water? This is funny because this part of the quest I always forget. And it looks like this time I might have actually remembered. And there's our vial. Let's put this on the C key. Okay, cancel. Fill this up. Okay. Head right back out, and we'll take care of that quest. We'll kill these Windwalker, whatever guys. We'll take those guys out. So yeah, the MMO genre right now is really slow. It's kind of sad. I try to play Guild Wars 2, and I like Guild Wars 2. I mean, it's a beautiful game. And it's fun to play, but I just don't have a lot of friends that play it right now. And so I haven't had a chance to really, play it with people. I was going to play maybe with Vress from Vress Gaming. He's kind of starting to do his stream thing, and he was doing some Guild Wars 2 streaming. But then he got into the Bless stuff, and he's all doing his Bless streams and Twitch and videos, and I don't know. just haven't just I'm trying not to be too negative on Bless Online, but man, there's a lot to it that really just doesn't work very well. You can't trade. You can't trade with other players in the game, which I know you're trying to stop gold farmers and stuff, but to me that same thing with Black Desert. It just really kills the community if I can't go up to a friend of mine and maybe give him some money or give him some gear or craft some potions to say, hey, look, I crafted these for you to help you out. I mean, that just really kind of hurts, the community, and it's kind of sad. Oh, there we go, level 19. It only took me 2 years to get there. Let's take a look. Oh, 17 hours. I guess it's not too bad. Let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. Alright, you're dead. I don't even have to finish him off. He's going down. Oh, multiple guys. Let's see how this is going to be. I need to get my buff out. Let's get the buff out. I'll get demoralizing. He's going to... Oh. He went down to Chinatown. Alright. These guys do a little bandaging. Maybe I should buff up a little. Do I have any buffs? I've got this. And of course I've got this. Food buff. Oh, and you're gonna fucking stop me from getting my food buff, you bastard. That's okay. Eat my mace, my hammer. Oh, how about a little shield slam to interrupt that? Sorry. Okay, now to kill these pathfinders. Let's see, we got pathfinder. Yeah. Zoom out just a tad. Let's take on a few of these guys. No sweat. 3 of them. Nice. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, I think I hit the wrong one. Not sure if they both were casting spells or not. Heroic Strike's what you really want to do here when you have 3 mobs. You want to try to build up your... Let's take this guy out. Yeah, I took these guys out pretty easy. They're only level 14 now. Okay. Bandage. Drink some Coca-Cola. So I'll try to get some more Bless footage tonight, and I'll go through the combat, and I'll explain what I'm talking about, some of the things that I don't like. I'll talk about the... I'll talk about some of the taming system. Taming system is a bright spot of the game. Taming system is actually quite... Not how you tame them, that's pretty... It's okay, but just the fact that you can tame so many creatures is actually really cool. I mean, I tamed a scorpion, I tamed a wolf. The wolf was really neat, and being able to run around, riding on a wolf was a lot of fun. There's obviously horses, and there's just so many mounts, it's unbelievable how many there are. So that's, I think, a really good point of the game. The graphics, even though they're getting kind of dated now, they're not bad. I think the characters don't look... I'm not a fan of the character models from games like... what are the game... Like, the character models from Bless, or... They have that kind of paper-mache look to them. Like, you could just push right through them. They look kind of phony. They don't look solid. Like, the WoW character model looks... it may not be the greatest character, but it looks pretty solid. Oops. Knocked me on my butt. And the wild, the jump, it's not the best jump in the world, but at least the coming back down to ground is pretty quick. Bless has that Unreal, since it's an Unreal game engine, it has that kind of floaty feel. And I know people kind of knock on that game. I actually like the Unreal game engine. I just think that the way people are coding for the game engine is they probably aren't doing the best job of trying to tweak those animations, the jump up and down animations and stuff. So that it looks very like you're kind of floating through the air when you jump. Let's see if we can get this last. I've just been killing without really paying attention, but let's see if we can get this last Blackwood Corrupted. He's got the spear looking right there. That's a Wind Talker. We need, you know, if they have a sword, that's not who we want. We want the ones with the pole arms. Not seeing it here. That's a sword. That's a Pathfinder. I thought so. He's got those. Yeah, he's got a pole arm. See if we can jump over this tree. Oh, and then jump and do a quick charge. And then get knocked on our ass. Oh, jump back. Take this guy out. Quest complete. Now we're going to go dump our water on the crystal right across from me here. See right here? That's water cascades. We'll do those 2 quests. We'll turn them in. I'll drop the rest. I'll port back to Westfall, and then I'll fly to Lakeshire. I'll probably stop the video there because I want to take a nap. I ate some pizza after work, and I'm just really sleepy. I'd like to get a good 2 or 3 hour nap in, then come back and try to get onto Bless. But I'll go through the combat. I'll look at the taming system, show you guys what that looks like. You know, the questing system, stuff like that is kind of your typical MMO. I think one of the other things about the game that, and I only know this from just watching other people's streams and reading other people's comments, that is a big problem, in my opinion, is that when you get to like level 13 or 14, you're kind of almost forced to have to grind like a level or 2, which I don't have a problem with grinding, but you're kind of forced to have to, because, you know, actually, you guys know I love to grind, but you kind of have to force to just maybe get some gear so you can do the dungeons, and there's a gear requirement for the level 13 dungeon, and I can't get in. I'm level 14, and I can't even get in the dungeon because apparently my gear isn't good enough. And I'm kind of like, whatever. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm no noob. I mean, I could certainly to make it. Who's messaging me? Hauser. Yeah, but playing Vanilla WoW currently. Couldn't get. The guy's messaged me on Vent. Sorry, couldn't get into the servers. Loading screen issue. But yeah, so you get stuck at 13 where you can't get into the dungeon, and so then you just, and there aren't a lot of quests. You kind of get to a dry spell where you have to. Oh, let's wave to the. You kind of get in a dry spell. Oh, thank you. You get to a dry spell, and you have to like run the quest like over. I mean, they run the dungeon like over and over until you get to like for like level 20 or something before you kind of start hitting the next like kind of quests and stuff. So it's weird. And then I noticed that in a lot of people's streaming, when you run around like past level 35, it just seems like the world's kind of empty. Like there's not a lot of people in the world. They didn't seem to flesh it out that much, and it just seems like there's not as many quests. It just seems kind of vacant. So that's kind of strange to me. I guess this guy doesn't want to attack me. No, now he does. But so that's a concern, but I haven't experienced that firsthand yet. I still haven't, like, still only gone to Guild Wars 2. I still have only gotten to like level 50, so I haven't gone through either of the 2 expansions that are in that game. And I've heard, I know the Lazy Peon put out a video where he's talking about how good the Path of Fire was. And I must admit, I looked at some of those mounts, and they do seem to really move well. They were really well done. They did a great job with the mounts in Guild Wars 2. I'm not even a big fan of mounts, but in Guild Wars 2, they look that Raptor mount, the way it moves, it just looks so smooth. Okay, let's head back to town. Sorry, sipping my Coke. I was just checking Discord. Russ Gaming was saying I posted a vanilla screenshot, and he was saying, "Oh, it gives me the feels," you know. I don't think there's any MMOer who doesn't really truly appreciate kind of how cool World of Warcraft, how much cool of a game it really was. And I think a game like Guild Wars 2, if it had come out before World of Warcraft, would have been a massive game. I mean, I think people would have really liked it, but because WoW was so successful, it kind of set the bar in a lot of ways. And unfortunately, for a lot of other gaming companies, it made it difficult for them to get the recognition that their games probably deserved. Let's do an overpower. Let's do this. And let's do a shockwave. What's it? Thunderclap. And then we're just gonna do a heroic strike on this fledgling. Spamming heroic strike. Okay. Almost back to town. So level 19. And since we're Fury still, we're just going into the Unbridled Wrath, so it's a very easy talent point choice there. You really want to get your Cruelty and Unbridled Wrath maxed out as fast as possible. I actually like to go into Piercing Howl. Some people don't do that on their Fury builds, but I absolutely love it, especially for PvP. So I probably will pick up Piercing Howl. It's just nice when people and mobs try to run away from you, you just pop that. And it's pretty easy to do. Whoa. That was a loud bear roar. Sounded like it was a roar. It was Grimclaw. Okay, we can come back and pick those quests up later. We're not going to worry about it right now. What's my ping at? Still at 129. Yeah, the game seems much better. Complete quests. I don't know what's worth the most. 5 silver. That's the 7 silver. Okay, now we're just gonna port. I want to check my internet speed since I've turned off my 5G. Ping I'm getting is, come on, computer. It's not working. The speed test isn't working. Hello, computer. Yeah, oh well, whatever. Alright, we are in Goldshire, I think. I think that was really weird in Bless is, man, the auction house was really poor. It was hard to search for stuff. Trying to sell items in the game was really, I mean, they had a nice button, you know, to sell trash, which is, I think every MMO should have that. You know, just click a button and it sells all the great junk. But just trying to sell regular items like green swords and stuff I picked up, it was like, or like white swords, a lot of times it wouldn't let me sell them, and the green swords it would let me sell them, but I couldn't like right click to sell. I think I had to literally drag them and drop them onto the trader's window, and there was no tab or anything that said like, you know, sell. Like a lot of games will have, you know, a buy tab and then a sell tab, and you can say, oh, click the buy tab to buy stuff that the vendor has, or you click the sell tab, and then that way you can just say, oh, click sell, and now I can just right click stuff in my inventory so I can just automatically sell them. That type of an interface. It didn't have anything like that, so I thought that was kind of annoying. Like, see here, I can just, you know, right click these items, and it wasn't like, see how intuitive WoW is. Even Vanilla WoW, it shows the little bag here. Makes it obvious to me that, hey, if I right click this, I'm gonna sell it. You know, I'm vendoring these items. And again, you know, it just wasn't intuitive. A lot of the game wasn't very intuitive. But I know I shouldn't bash it too much. I'll try to play. Like I said, I'll try to play later. I will upload a video and hope that you guys like it. And we don't need this back, do we? Don't think so. We'll hold on to it just for the moment. Alright guys, I'm going to cut this video short. Level 19. Again, the servers here now are starting to slow down a lot. I think a lot of people are probably in Bless, but it's still almost 2,000 people. I'm sure it'll speed up on the weekend. But I'll try to do a Bless video tonight. We'll see how that goes. If me and my friend Zolson just, I don't know if Zolson's not enjoying it that much. We're also looking at another project. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but there's a vanilla. Let's see. Looks like my Discord for some reason just died. Let me open up a new Discord window. So I'm having some intermittent internet issues. Not sure why. Available network. Anyways, why did I just take damage there? Strange. I better log out. Ah, strange stuff going on. Can't get Discord to connect. But there's a World of Warcraft private project, a custom project that someone's working on where it's kind of like a hard mode where you can die and lose all your gear and all that kind of stuff. And my friend Zalson was talking about it. So if I do play that particular WoW custom WoW server, private server, I'll put up some videos and see how that goes. Anyways, everybody, take care, and I will catch you later.